What's shaking, guys? MagicActivatr here, and I just wanted to do this update video for you guys because over the past few weeks the channel has been a little bit barren in terms of activity and uploads. In fact, I think really the only thing that has gone up on the channel over the past few weeks has been IBL battles. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about what's been going on with me, where uploads have been, when things might start to kind of get back to semi-normal, I guess, because the past month and a half has honestly been really chaotic for me. And so hopefully you guys can bear with me through this update video as I kind of talk to you guys about what's been going on, because it's been a while since I've sat down and just recorded a video, so I feel a little bit rusty sitting down in front of the camera and just talking like this. So hopefully I do not ramble on too much or fumble over my words too badly. But with that being said, the first thing that I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about has less to do with the actual channel and more to do with like what's been going on with me personally and where all my time has been over the past month or so. And it's kind of the glue that has been holding the chaos that has been the last month or so together, and that is the current status of my move. And in the last update video I told you guys that we were going to be beginning the process of moving to a new house, and that we had to do some remodeling and some renovations to it before we were actually going to be able to move into it. And so that is where most of my time over the past month or so has been allocated, has been to helping to work on remodeling the house and everything like that. And honestly, I was kind of hoping, I don't remember if I said this in the update video, but I was kind of hoping that we would be done remodeling and everything and be moved in by like Thanksgiving. But considering the fact that like Thanksgiving is next week and we aren't moved in yet, I don't really think that's gonna happen for probably. But so now I'm kind of shooting for us to hopefully get in there by Christmas, because we would really like to be able to, you know, spend Christmas in our new house. But anyway, we have been working very hard on getting the house finished up and everything, and honestly we're almost done with remodeling. We've only got like a few minor things that we have to get done before we can officially start moving in and everything. So hopefully that process is going to start very soon. But that being said, I did go ahead and start taking some of my stuff that's just kind of here in the way, that I don't need for the next several weeks. I went ahead and started moving some of that over there, and I actually went ahead and started setting up my my new office space that I told you guys about, which is probably one of the things I'm most excited about, is this new space, because it's going to be a new place to actually sit down and record and make content for you guys. And honestly, right now I'm very excited about the way that it's looking and everything, and I can't wait for you guys to see it, because I'm hoping it's going to be a really great space for recording content, live streaming, stuff like that. And hopefully it just means better quality content for you guys. So it's been a process. It's taken a lot of time doing all this work to the house, but honestly, after compared to what the house looked like when we first bought it, all this time and effort that we've put into it has been very rewarding, because it's looking really great. It looks like a completely new place, honestly. It's not the fanciest thing in the world by any means, but it is looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. So I'm excited for us to get moved in there and everything, and hopefully you guys are excited too. Maybe not excited about just the idea of moving, but excited about the new space and what it means in terms of new content coming to the channel and everything, because I think it's gonna be really good. But that's where a lot of my time has been over the past month or so. The other thing that has taken a lot of my time has been the IBL, because I've not only been a coach in the IBL, but I've also worked a lot behind the scenes. And so the IBL is one of those things that kind of had to take a little bit of priority over the channel, because the IBL has so many people involved. We've got like we had like 12 coaches involved in the IBL. And so when you've got that many people involved in a project, it's very, very important to keep everything up to speed and make sure that everything's running properly there, because these people are relying on everything working and running smoothly. So like I've had to spend a lot of time making sure that everything was staying up to date, everything was working. I wasn't the only one. Nerdy Steve was very involved with that as well, but it's been one of those things that just kind of it takes more time away from the channel because we had to work on that. That being said, the IBL has been incredibly fun and everything, but it is coming to an end. In fact, this week actually is the final week, the championship match of the IBL. So once this week is over, there's not going to be any more IBL stuff to deal with. So that'll be one less thing on the plate. And I don't really want to spend too much time talking about the IBL, but I did want to kind of talk about the IBL season and everything. And if you did watch this past week's IBL battle, you'll know that we did, which was the semifinal match of the playoffs. We were in it and we did end up losing. So we're not going to be playing in the championship this week, which is unfortunate because I would have loved to have been able to make it to the championship match. But we did make it to the semifinals, which is pretty good. And I think we actually ended up finishing third overall in the league, which is pretty good considering 12 teams. So not too shabby, but honestly, the past few weeks were pretty exhausting for me in the IBL anyway. I didn't have as much time to prep like I did earlier on in the season, and honestly, when I just sat down to do my battles, I don't know if this came across in my commentary, but I was just kind of in the mindset of like, I'm ready to be done with this. I'm ready to get this out of the way, just because with Draft League, preparation is a huge part of the battle. It's probably half of the battle, honestly, in my opinion, because it's a large part of the strategy of that format is how you prep against your opponent. And at the beginning of the season, I had 3 or 4 hours of prep time put in each week, and there's a big difference when you've had that much time to prep and you have your battle that you're really excited to do things. But like honestly, the past 3 weeks, I think the most time I've had to work on a team was like maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But like there were a couple of matches where I, no joke, had like 20 minutes of prep time going into those battles. So when you don't have much time to prep, you don't feel like you even really done a lot of the work for the battle. So I think it just kind of, between not having much time to prep and just like being tired from everything else, I kind of went into those battles just kind of not in the right mindset, and so we didn't do as hot in the past few weeks. Not to discredit my opponents by any means, because my opponents did incredibly well, but I do think we could have performed better. It was just honestly because of everything that's been going on, we didn't do as well. But that being said, I'm still very proud of the season. We finished third overall. We had a really good record, one of the best records in the league, and so throughout the regular season. So I'm pretty happy about it, and hopefully season 2, when it rolls around, we will maybe be back and do even better. So anyway, like I said, IBL is wrapping up and everything, so that's one other thing out of the way. Now, the next thing I need to talk about is probably the elephant in the room in terms of the channel, and that is what happened with the Y Wonderlot. Because those of you guys who've been following the series, we've been very consistent with that series in terms of uploads. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we only missed one day, or I only missed one day in terms of uploading, and it was because I was supposed to upload it and I ended up being gone all day and wasn't able to. But other than that, we've been very consistent all the way up until episode 40. So episode 40 went up, and then the next week, no episodes went up at all. And so I've had a few people asking, like, when is the series coming back, what happened, all that kind of stuff. And if you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know what happened, but which, by the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, I recommend you doing that, just because a lot of times I update will drop updates on there and stuff, and plus it's just a good way to interact with me. I'm usually, even when I'm less active on YouTube, I'm pretty active on Twitter. So Twitter, if you don't have Twitter, it's free. You can do that. It's pretty, it's like I said, it's a good place to just interact and all of that stuff and kind of keep up with what's going on. But if you haven't been following Twitter, you know what happened. But basically, after episode 40, there were actually supposed to be 6 episodes left in the series. I had already recorded them, I had edited them, and they were supposed to be good to go. And I went to upload episode 41, and I found out that the file had been corrupted. And so I was like, oh no, this episode got messed up. And then so I was like, I wonder what happened with the other episodes, if we'll just, because my initial mindset was like, oh, I guess we're just gonna have to skip this episode and not have it. And so I went to the next episode, and it was corrupted too. And basically all 6 of the files had ended up being corrupted. And in the haste and all the chaos of everything else that had been going on, and I normally don't do this, but I actually, after I edited and rendered those files, I got rid of the gameplay and the face cam footage. I got rid of it to clear up some space on my computer, and I still have the commentary from those episodes, but the actual footage from the episodes, I had deleted that. And so after I had realized that the files had corrupted, I went back and I tried to do everything I could to restore that footage, and there was just like no way to do it. So basically the last 6 episodes of the series got destroyed, and it was kind of bad news for me. I was like very, very upset about it, and I spent so much time trying to figure out how I could recover them and do everything that I could, but it just didn't work out. And the bummer part about it is, because we were recording a 3DS series and actually playing on a 3DS and not playing like an emulator or ROM or whatever, there was no way for me to like create save files, because normally when I play a ROM hack, a ROM or ROM hack or whatever, I make save states as I'm recording and stuff, so that way if something goes wrong with the recording, I can go back to a previous save state and just re-record an episode. And I've had to do that before, but because this was on 3DS, all you can do is just save your game. You can't create those save states to go back to. So whatever your last save is the only, as far back as you can go is to where you last saved the game. And since I had completed out the game and we went through the Elite Four and everything, there was no way for me to go back and record. And we still had like one more gym left to do, plus Victory Road and the Elite Four. And I was like, I freaked out. I didn't know what I was going to do. And honestly, it kind of knocked all the wind out of my sail and kind of demotivated me, because I didn't know what to do. And so I thought about a couple of things, the thing that was most upsetting about it was not, there was a few things. The first thing was the fact that I don't like to have an incomplete series on the channel. I don't like that. I don't like for a series to go on, because if you think about it, like in the future, if somebody goes back and they see the Y Wonderlock and they want to watch that, and they watch the series and they get all the way to episode 40 and then the series just ends, it's kind of like a letdown. The other reason that it was very upsetting was because you guys have been so supportive of that series. You guys have been following that series all the way through, and it's honestly been one of the most fun series for me to record. And it kind of felt wrong that you guys had followed it all the way up until this point, and then all of a sudden you guys aren't going to be able to get any more episodes. And I didn't like that. And the other reason that it was really upsetting was just the fact that like I had spent that time recording and editing those episodes. Because you think about that, 6 episodes, it's like 3 hours of footage, 3 to 3.5 hours of footage. And I recorded all that, and then I spent time editing that, and then like I had nothing to show for it. So that was really, really upsetting, and I didn't really know anything I could do other than maybe like just making an update and then re-battling the Elite Four, which, because in X and Y the Elite Four doesn't get any stronger after you beat them and you go back and rematch them, I would have been even higher leveled than I was the first time I went through, so it just didn't feel right. So I was so upset about not being able to complete that series that I did something kind of crazy. And so the Y Wonder Lock hasn't been up. That's why it hasn't been uploaded, but it is coming back. And this is what I decided to do. Is I decided to send all of the Pokemon that we got from Wonder Trade in the game. I transferred them all to Pokemon Bank so that I could kind of save them there. I restarted Pokemon Y, and I basically blasted through the game as fast as I could. I basically sped run through the game with like 2 Pokemon. I didn't battle most of the trainers throughout the game. I did not pick up most of the items throughout the game because I was just trying to get back to the point that we were at the end of episode 40. And so I played through that. It took me like 6 hours, but I played all the way back through that, and I'm back to that point. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer all the Pokemon from Pokemon Bank back into the game, and then I'm going to use PK hacks to adjust the levels back to where they were at the end of episode 40. So for the most part, I've gotten everything back to the point it is. I'm not going to have all of the items and stuff that we spent all that time picking up and stuff. I'm not going to have the money. The amount of money that I have is probably different and everything. But this was like the only thing that, the only way I could figure out to kind of redo the episodes was to replay through the game. And so it was a lot of extra work to be able to do this, but it was the only way for me to be able to give you guys a full ending to the series. Granted, it's not picking up exactly where we left off, and there's going to be differences just because it's like a different save altogether. But it was the best thing that I do. So we will still have all of the same Pokemon and stuff, and I probably will gen in like certain items that I know that we had, like held items and stuff, just because I don't want to have to go back and recollect all those items. Like I know a lot of the main items that we were using, so I can get all of those back. But that being said, we are going to finish out that series. So it took me 6 episodes to complete the game from where we are currently at. So this time around, I'm expecting it to take 6 again, or 5. It might even be less episodes if we get bodied this time. We made it. I was able to complete the game the first time, but now that we're going back and doing it, I might end up getting blown back. I don't know. But anyway, this was just my best effort to give you guys the final 6 episodes, or final however many episodes of the series. So I'm sorry that it's not going to be exactly the same, but it was the best solution that I had to be able to recreate those episodes for you. So that's what's going on with that. And as far as when the Y Wonder Lock is coming back, is I am hopefully, this is probably going up very, very late on Monday night. Hopefully Tuesday. If this goes up on Tuesday, then it'll be the same day. But hopefully starting tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm going to start uploading the Y Wonder Lock again. And since there's only a few episodes left, in theory, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload 2 episodes a day, because what I'd really like to do is get this series uploaded before Sun and Moon come out. Because let's be honest, once Sun and Moon come out, nobody's going to care about the Y Wonder Lock anymore. I'm not even going to care about the Y Wonder Lock anymore. But at least we will be able to complete out the series and have the full series on the channel and everything. So, there you go. That's all I know to say about that. So, starting tomorrow or Tuesday, whatever, there will be 2 episodes a day until the series finishes. It might take 5 episodes. It might take 6. I don't know exactly, but that is going to be coming out. So you're going to be getting more content. Just, I guess you can think of it as a way of making it up to you guys for the lack of uploads as of recently. That being said, I mentioned Sun and Moon, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about Sun and Moon really quickly. And with Sun and Moon, this is the plan, is I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Pokemon Moon. And I say playthrough because it's not going to be a Nuzlocke, it's not going to be a Wonder Lock, it's not going to be anything fancy like that. It's not going to be a lock. It's going to just be a playthrough, and I'm going to be playing through the game for the first time the way that I would play through the game on my own for the first time. So you guys will be able to experience the game for the first time with me as I'm experiencing it. Now, as far as like, I'm expecting it to be a very, very lengthy series, because when I play a Pokemon game, if you guys have watched any series on the channel. You guys know that I like to take my time. I like to explore. I like to talk to everybody, find as many items as I can. And so I'm gonna be trying to explore every nook and cranny of this game. So this may be a 10 million episode LP, but I am going to be playing through the game. And I don't really know what my schedule for it is going to be, because normally for a series I do it during the week, like Monday through Friday. Sometimes I do 3-day a week, sometimes I do 5-day a week, sometimes I do, whatever. But since the game is coming out on Friday, I will be uploading at least one episode on day one, which is, it's going to be Friday. And like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't want to, since it is a brand new game for a brand new generation, I don't want to just upload on Friday, then like have to wait 2 days to upload the next episode. So I'm probably going to upload Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which I normally don't upload anything on Sunday, except for IBL, because that's when most of those battles took place, had to be posted. But so I'm probably, at least the first week will probably be every day. Now after those, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then in that next week, I may not upload on the weekends after that week. I don't 100% know. Or I may decide to upload every day, just upload one video every day, because I mean, I'm going to be playing it a lot. So I'm sure that I'll be able to, and seeing as all these other projects are going to be done, like Sun and Moon's really going to be the only thing that I have to work on. So I don't know exactly what this, it may be daily. It may be daily for the first few days and then go to like 5 days a week. I don't 100% know. But this is kind of what I've been thinking about a lot, and it's the fact that I think that a lot of people are looking at Sun and Moon as kind of their time to come up in Pokemon as far as content creators. They're looking for that to be the thing that kind of propels them to the next level as a content creator. And I know that for any time that you start a new LP, you see growth on the channel. Like you usually get at least a few new subscribers. But with a brand new generation, when there's so much hype around these games, there's probably going to be more growth than usual. Just because not only is it a new LP, but it's a brand new game, a brand new generation of Pokemon. So there's probably going to be a lot of growth. And I do hope that our channel experiences growth, but I think that there are so many content creators out there that a lot of them are thinking that Sun and Moon is going to be their time to shine. And I honestly feel like a lot of them are going to be uploading probably like 2 or 3 episodes a day, every day. And I don't really want a new generation of Pokemon to be about like growing the channel. Like, of course I do want the channel to grow, but I'm not really just like trying to like blow the channel up with new subscribers and stuff. Like, I don't know. I think at the point that it becomes a competition about trying to upload something first to get more subscribers, that it becomes less about just doing it for fun. And that's what I want Sun and Moon to be about, is I want it to be more about fun. So I might upload a couple of episodes the first day just because I'm really excited about it, but for the most part, it's probably just going to be one episode a day. And like I said, I don't know if that's going to be every day or if it'll be every day for the first few days and then go to like regular Monday through Friday. I don't know 100% sure, but we'll see like what I'm able to do, especially with the schedule right now. So the Moon playthrough is coming, and that is something that you can look forward to. A couple other things that I do want to mention before I end this video off, and the first thing is, for some of you guys know this and some of you guys follow this series, but over on my friend Nerdy Steve's channel, he and I have been doing an X and Y co-op Nuzlocke, and so at this point I think we're a little bit past the halfway point in the game. We've got a little bit more to do, and because of everything that's going on, I've been incredibly busy. He's been pretty busy as well. What we decided to do was to go ahead and put a hold on that series for now with Sun and Moon coming out and everything, and we will maybe pick it up a little bit later and continue on, because we do want to complete that series. But for now, I think we're going to put a hold on recording that until we both have a little bit more time to, because there's no way at this point that we're going to get all of that done before Sun and Moon come out. And so we figured, you know, let's not rush things. We'll just kind of postpone the series for a little bit and come back and pick it up later. So it's going to be gone for a while for any of you guys who've been keeping up with that and following that, but it is going to be coming back. So I just wanted to quickly plug that. And the final thing that I do want to address is live streams, because people have been asking about this as well. And people have been kind of wondering when am I going to start live streaming again? Am I going to start live streaming again? And so the thing is, I really do want to start live streaming again. In fact, there's been several times over the past month or so that I've come home and I've been like, man, I'd really like to live stream, and have been really tempted to live stream, but I would have other stuff that I needed to work on, like to edit videos, work on IBL stuff, and I just was like, I can't justify just, you know, chilling out and streaming whenever I've got this other stuff to do. So live streams are I'm definitely planning on bringing live streams back. As far as when they'll come back, I can't promise anything. I'm hoping to start live streaming again in December, specifically once we get moved and everything. I do plan to bring live streams back. I don't really have a planned schedule or anything. It's one of those things, live streaming for me is one of those things where we just kind of have to see how it goes and stuff. But with all of this other stuff wrapping up, once we get moved in and settled, and it's just me working on my stuff for a while, hopefully it's gonna free up a lot of time for live streams and stuff. And I want to do live streams. I probably won't be shiny hunting as much, especially with Sun and Moon coming out, because I'll want to, you know, try and get charms and stuff before I ever, if I decide I want to do shiny hunting and stuff. I don't know, we might do battles and stuff. I do want to stream some other stuff as well. In fact, I actually the other day I went and bought a physical copy of Animal Crossing, because I like that game, and I thought, you know what, like for me, I like to, one of the things I like about live streaming is like I think of it as like one of those things where you can just sit down and chill and hang out with people and play and enjoy a game. And I figured, you know, Animal Crossing, some people may not enjoy it, but I like it, and it's one of those things that I feel like it's a good game that you can sit down and kind of interact with people while you're playing a game, and it's not like one of those things where you have to be super focused on what you're doing. So I'll probably start streaming a good bit of Animal Crossing, because I really like that game, and maybe we'll start streaming some other stuff as well. I don't 100% know, but this is just to reassure you guys that live streams will come back when I feel like I have a sufficient amount of time. And I'm not gonna make any promises, but you might even see a stream or two before December, you know. And if I don't get to start streaming in December, it's not because I'm not going to stream anymore. If there's ever a time that I'm not streaming, it's not because I'm stopping streaming. If I were to ever going to stop streaming, I would tell you guys, but it's just not having the time to do it. So so hopefully those will come back in December, if not before. And who knows, it could even be 2017 before I get to start streaming again at this point. I mean, we're so close to the end of the year, but anyway, live streams are coming back. That's the point of all this. Oh, and there was one other thing that I did want to mention that I forgot to mention, and that was just really quickly, and that was the 250 sub special. I told you guys that I was wanting to do a 250 subscriber special, and I actually asked on Twitter, I actually asked in the last update video you guys to give suggestions, and I took some of those suggestions and posted them on Twitter to get some feedback from you guys on what you guys wanted to see. And the one that you guys most wanted to see from the feedback was like a highlight reel of some of the favorite moments and funniest moments from the channel and all that stuff. And so the game plan was that once I finished the Why Wonderlock, I was going to edit that video and do that. And of course, when everything happened with the Y Wonderlock and all the problems and stuff, it kind of put a damper on those plans. So I don't know. Like, at this point, I honestly don't know that I'm even gonna do a 250 special. I really wanted to, but since I wanted to do it before Sun and Moon, because I figured that we're gonna see at least some growth when Sun and Moon come out. And I'm not gonna say that I'm not going to do the special, but it's not looking very likely right now because there's just way too much going on, honestly. And I do really love the idea of doing like the highlight reel kind of thing, but you know, it may be one of those things that I have to kind of like just postpone and save that idea for later. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. But man, this video is incredibly long. It's like 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I've rambled on, I think, for quite long enough. If you are still watching at this point, thank you guys so much. And I do apologize for everything being so crazy as of lately, but you know, sometimes things just have to take priority over content. So you know, this is a hobby. It's something that I do for fun, and I enjoy interacting with you guys. And so I'm so very thankful for all of you guys' support and love, and I can't wait to start, you know, getting more stuff out there for you guys. So but for right now, I'm going to wrap this video up because it's gone on for way too long. If you did enjoy it and you've managed to stick around this time, hit that like button down below. As always, give it your magic touch. But for now, I'm going to make like an Abra and get out of here. So have yourselves a good day, stay cool, and we will catch you next time.